I'm just acting Chicallywood.
Do you feel theater is something that every actor should have in their background?
Absolutely.
And why is that?
Well, for the most part, if nothing else, if you want to get started in this industry, theater, there's always need for an actor in theater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's easier to get into because it's live. With theater, though, I think there's a strong discipline in making sure, as far as memorization goes, you'll learn how to learn your lines. You learn how to move on a stage, how to make things bigger on stage. And I think that's important because in film, it's not big. It's here, right? That's why sometimes when you watch a film, you know, somebody may say, man, they look so natural doing it. And it's like, yeah, because they kind of are natural, right? Like they're acting, but they're mostly just kind of like just here, especially in the close-ups. Like there's a technique that a lot of actors have in their bag where they can be big one moment, but they save it for the stage. But on film, they keep it here because that's where like, you can whisper in the camera and it'll still sell because it's all about the eyes, really.
Yeah.
And I think once you get used to doing it bigger, it'll be a lot easier to kind of like to tone it down a little bit. Like my issue is sometimes that when I'm doing film, I'm a little bit too big because I'm so used to being on stage a lot. But some of my mentors tell me, remember, bring it down here. Oh, you're right. Yes, I was on stage. You know. But it takes a strong discipline because you get used to just doing it live all the way through and making sure you don't mess up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like doing it live it's very hard to do. And especially too, since time is money, you're learning how to engage with the director. Yeah. You're learning how to engage with everybody else around you. Yeah. You're learning how to be coachable. You know, because when things are happening live right in front of your face and you can't cut, you gotta just be able to listen. You know what I mean? Listening's a big part of it too. Yeah. There's no stronger technique as far as nailing acting than by just listening. And you have to be able to listen on stage because the audience will know when you're not. They will know when you're not because you have to face the audience anyways. And if the actor is saying something and you're facing the audience and they can see that you're not paying attention, they're gonna say, okay, yeah, this guy can't act, right? And in film, you have to be able to nail the listening aspect of it all because the camera's on your face and it's in your eyes. And everybody knows what it looks like when you're listening, when you're not. And you have to be more natural with it on film. Yeah. And you get to fail in all those aspects when you're on stage, right? Like stage is a place where you get to play, train, make a bunch of mistakes. And you're gonna have a competent director kind of mentor you and coach you and give you the ropes as far as like what you need to do for the project, but you can still take it with you in the whole scheme of acting. Yeah. And then, you know, once you start progressing into other avenues, it's gonna help you hone your craft a lot. Okay. You know.
So let me ask you this. So as we're in this age of social media and technology, AI. How has social media helped you in your career? Or do you feel that, no, I'm old school, I'd rather just, just show up and, you know, I'm not trying to put nothing online or whatever, or like, how has it helped you?
Well, I'll give social media some credit because I'm not the best at marketing myself on social media. Yeah. I'm gonna just be honest with you, but there have been times when I'm doing a project and I'm putting it out on social media, somebody hits me up in the DMs saying, hey, I saw that project you did. I like your look. I got something going on. And, you know, I get a job that way.
So it's like a business card almost. Like it's like a digital business card to be able to say, hey, this is what I did. Check it out. And then what helps is if it's getting views and, you know, being engaged, that puts you in a situation to like, hey, you know, I can bring a little bit more outside to the table.
Yeah, especially if you have like, if you have a show coming up or you have like a film that's coming out, you can put it on social media to say, hey, you know, I got something coming up. Y'all want to come? Let me know. I got tickets. Let me know. Yeah. And then also too, I think social media helps when you're trying to get in touch with a director that you want to work with. Yeah. Use social media if you don't have his number. I think the beauty about that part of it is that if you're a fan of a director that you know that you want to work with for so long, and you've never had that chance to engage with them because you've never met him in person, but you follow him, you can just DM him and say, hey, like your work. If you need an actor, let me know. Here's my email. Maybe drop a resume in his email. You know, that's how I was able to get some certain things. Not stalking, don't stalk your director or nothing. But but I definitely did like love a director's work and say, you know what, man, I think me and you would benefit working together. Here's my information. Let me know.
Gotcha.
You know,
so I'm gonna segue into some interesting territory. So by you playing a rapist, in this state of the whole cancel culture and Me Too, how do you work with female co-stars? Like, how do you balance, you know, working to make them comfortable versus some actors can make a woman uncomfortable or whatever?
Yeah.
How do you walk that balance to be able to say, hey, we're working this role. It could be like a role that's very, you know, intimate, whatever the case may be. How would you balance something like that?
So
I'm just acting Chicallywood.